The situation with DP World, Australia's second largest port operator, and its dispute with the Maritime Union of Australia seems to be going from bad to worse. Already the industrial action from the union is costing the economy $80 million a week by slowing things down. Now DP World is saying it's going to dock the pay of workers who deliberately slow down unloading and loading of cargo. This might cause an even larger response from the union. This is a cost of living issue because if the ports don't function, it can cause prices to rise on shelves. Does this concern you, and what needs to happen here?
Well, this is very troubling for the economic impacts for Australia, as well as the cost of living impacts for everyday Australian households, who will ultimately feel the pain of disruption and price rises as a result of this type of industrial dispute and the increased industrial disputation we are likely to see under the Albanese government's industrial relations reforms. And the big question here is, where is the government? There are powers for Tony Burke, the Employment Minister, to be able to act and to intervene and to try to bring this dispute to an earlier resolution, but they seem to be missing in action in terms of wanting to use those powers or stepping forward in relation to this. There's been plenty of energy from the Albanese government when it's come to ramming through the parliament increased union-friendly industrial relations laws. They've been happy to give unions greater powers since they've been in government, but why are they unwilling to use government powers to try to bring to an end an industrial dispute, a strike that is going to cost our economy and cost Australians deeply?
Well, Taiwan's main opposition party says its victory at this Saturday's election would reduce the chances of a catastrophic war in the Indo-Pacific and buy time for Australia's AUKUS nuclear submarines, mainly because it thinks that the Chinese Communist Party prefers dialogue with them. Quote, the KMT can buy time for Australia, unquote. If the incumbents get back in on Saturday following the election, does this increase the chances of war sooner rather than later? Because that seems to be the suggestion here.
Well, Pete, I'm certainly not going to buy into that type of speculation, nor to pick a side in Taiwanese elections. What I would say is that Taiwan is a vibrant democracy and it is a valued partner and friend in our region, and the Taiwanese elections are something to celebrate, that we have such a vibrant, successful democracy in our region, such a successful nation, and speaking before, as we were, about the importance of trade and supply chains. Taiwan is also one of our largest trading partners. Indeed, I think our sixth largest trading partner in terms of two-way trade, our fifth largest export destination, and one of the world's biggest suppliers in terms of critical componentry into global supply chains. And so a strong Taiwan is good for Australia, it's good for our region, it's good for the world, and the Taiwanese elections are something to celebrate as a vibrant democracy. Of course, we want to ensure that whatever happens on the other side of the Taiwanese elections, peace is maintained, and that should be maintained by respecting the will of the Taiwanese people and ensuring that their views are respected, whether that be from the People's Republic of China or anybody else across the region, in respecting their democratic will and how they go about exercising it.
Simon, Birmingham, really appreciate your time. Thank you.